Greetings, Earthlings! My name is Zero Jake and welcome back to Space Engineers. So, you may have noticed last episode that the nanite factory was one block to the right. This kind of annoyed me and I had to spend half an hour moving it. I had to place another copy, move all of the components over, and then once that's gotten rid of, place another one and then move the components back over. It took quite a while, and what I've just done is I've added upgrade modules. Specifically, I have 4 speed modules and 4 construction modules. This should allow the factory to have a faster response and give it the ability to respond to more things at once, which is always good. So for today, there is one thing that we don't have yet that we do need, and that is the ability to mine things at a reasonable pace. I mean, the collector which we have got in the front, hopefully, if it's still there, yeah, this thing, it's fine, but it's slow. Very, very slow, especially when I need a bulk amount of resources like I'm going to need because I'm building a ship. So what we're going to do is we are going to place a beam drill. Mining lasers are back, people. Now the problem is that these drills may use up a bit of power, so we'll have to check that later. But we can always upgrade our reactor to, reactors to something far more substantial. So, I also believe that we have enough inventory, we have enough components to finish this. So what I need to do is, I need to, since it's being placed here, yeah? What I need to do is I need to get a conveyor network thing. Okay, so the way that I did getting the conveyor to not look ugly is have conveyor junctions that go along here. Now, this will actually work better along here because we've got a handy little conveyor tube. And I can get rid of it since that side's the main side, and I can place my own conveyor if I had interior plate. Well done. Thought I was going to do it epically, but no, I forgot to bring any supplies with me. I'm also going to need some more steel. Oh, I have steel. Right, I don't have the other thing that I need. Right. Yeah, bring 100. It's not like I won't need it. Right. Yes, so what we do is we place a conveyor junction here. The nanite factory, if it's, you know, not sleeping on the job, will then weld it for me, as you will see in a few seconds. Come on. There we go. Nanite factory will deliver resources and weld the conveyor junction. This basically means I don't have to weld anything anymore, which is a great success. So we're just going to create conveyors. Create another conveyor here, and then conveyor tubes. Bring this along this way, continue going this way, and up to here, where we are going to have our beam drill. Right, flip that around this way. I'm going to place a conveyor junction here in case the beam drill isn't airtight. And then that should be all of the conveyor connections done, which we will see when this conveyor goes green. We need the top bit done first. Come on. You know you want to. Right, excellent. Yeah, by the way, this is green. It doesn't look green, but it is green. It's not yellow, but it does look yellow. Right, so we now have all of this, so we can place this beam drill, which I will point facing this way, right? Okay, right. So this light at the front here, which I'm pointing to the screen, but you can see the one down, that down, yes, that bit, with the indentation. That's the front. So we're gonna make it face this way. And now all we do is wait for the nanite factory to wake up and build it. Excellent. What we can also do is now move our little attack drone, which will be useful at some point. We can move our attack drone back in and land. I'm also going to turn it off so that it saves on fuel. Right, So we should be good to initiate another jump. We're gonna, well, no, I say jump. We might have to do regular thrusting to be able to get there. But because we've now got a nanite factory, I can upgrade these engines whenever I want. Because we also have the entire inventory of the station, which may or may not be very, very, very large. So, let's have a check. Is the mining laser complete? Yes, look at that. Facing upwards like you usually do. So what we need to do is we need to go get the beam drill, as it's called. It's not a mining laser, it's a beam drill. We do not want it to auto. We do not want it to auto mine, because of course we don't. But we can set it to auto mine if we want to, which is very useful. But that's kind of, you know, laggy. So instead we're going to... No, wrong button. We are going to go weapons... No, it's not going to be in weapons and tools. It's going to be in here. We want beam drill, which will be... Right, I've got two. This is going to go well. Not that one. This one. The first one is probably its ammunition. So now we can go into control and we can see, ooh, how lovely. The camera is a bit weird, but we don't care. So we can go, beam drills out of ammunition. Is it now? I didn't know we had to have ammunition for a beam drill. When did we have to have ammunition for a beam drill, people? When? Tell me. Right, let's check the production menu to see if I've missed anything. That's arc fuel, arc reactor component. That's for like stupidly good reactors. Drone weapon no function, liquid naquadah. Continue, parachute cartridge. Sniper ammo, cruise missile, thrusters. EMP, interceptor, swarm missiles. I don't think there is any beam drill ammo. Right, I'll go quickly check and we'll be back in a second. Right, okay, there seems to be an error in what I've just done. What we really need is we need to place this beam drill underneath the turret, which means, oh god, I'm going to have to disassemble it. Oh joy. Well, we can do this quite easily, or we can do it the hard way. I'm probably going to do it the hard way because I'm not that good. So, we want to access the Scarab. Oh, because you were renamed the Scarab. Right. No, your capital ship. Thank you. Right. So what we need to do is... Thank you. What we need to do is we need to go to the nanite factory. We can get rid of the upgrades as well. Well, we can disable them being shown in terminal. Nanite. Right, control factory. What we need to do is we need to turn it off so that it won't repair this. Beam drill turret must be placed on a beam drill base. Why didn't it say so when I was placing this, maybe? Anyway. Well, no, what we can do is we can go to the capital ship, go to the nanite. What we can do is disable that, but enable cleanup. And then also disable the gravity generator temporarily. Because we don't want things flying off. So, what we do is we basically demolish this, all the parts are flying, and our lovely, if he decides to wake up this morning, nanite factory should pick up everything, which is wonderful. I'll leave him to do that if he's awake. Are you awake, sir? Or are you still off? Oh, you're off. On. Do the job. No, I don't need that. Right. Now, we're going to need to clear out some space here. Yeah, see? Clean up. Amazing. I don't even have to care that I'm grinding things down anymore. Right, that's enough space. We can then place the beam drill like so. And on top of it we can place the beam drill turret. But we're going to wait until the regular beam drill is finished. So, now that we've got that, capital ship, nanite. I should really go nanite factory. I keep doing that without pressing shift. Right, we'll save that and show terminal off so that I can actually have it up here. Excellent. Enable construction, please, and build this thing. Wow, it is going pretty far to get those. What are those? Superconductor conduits? Yes. Right. Beam drill is now completed, and now we just need to place the beam drill turret, which thankfully covers the beam drill as it should. Right, place it this way, and then everything should be fine. This is the wonders of having a nanite factory. I have missed it so much. Right, I'll leave you to do that. I'm just going to deposit stuff in an inventory and then it will auto-sort. I have also missed that as well. Even though we have too many things. Like, way too many things. Right. Excellent. We now have the beam drill turret. Ooh. Shiny. You can see the abyss inside. Right. Sorry. I will stop going insane in just a second. So what we need to do is we need to head in here and sort this up again. So what we need to do is we need to go get the beam drill. Beam drill turret 8. 8? You kidding me? Right. Right, so this is the second one, which is turn block on or off. And then beam drill 8, which we're going to place over here, and control. We don't need that one, but don't need this one. Remove that, place that here so that everything's nice. So what we do is we get this and we go... Though you won't be able to see it, hang on. Well, we need to be in range of an asteroid first though, so yeah. The face, it looks nice. Probably could make a design that has that in mind. Yeah, right. I am constantly doing things that make everything not work as intended, but actually work as what I need it to work. If you understood what I just said, then well done. If not, then, well, you're in the same boat as me. Right, so I'm going to head over to the asteroid to field test this. Prepare for high speed. Right, there we go, we've come to full stop. Now, I'm just going to go up a bit, look at the acceleration on this. This is useful. We now have a nanite factory to be able to change things. Right, I'll do that for now. Something weird about that. Oh, I need to re-engage gravity. Okay, gravity engaged. Excellent. I can now walk around my ship as I'm supposed to. However, there is no gravity after this point, which is completely fine. So... what we need to do, because like all we can see is orange, which is just, you know, things. We don't want to eyeball it. What we need is we need a ore detector. So let's go get one of those, whichever one is available. Azimuth ore detector, weak, regular, or what? Oh no, armored. Right. Yes, that makes sense. Right, let's get an azimuth ore detector because those things are supposed to be powerful. I need some steel first, of course, because the one true fact about space engineers, you never have enough steel, especially on hand. Right, nanite factory, do the thing. Meanwhile, we will go over and get the ore detector. We will drag it down once it's finished. You quite done there? Do you need a hand? Right, there we go. So we should now be able to go in here and get the ore detector, and so we can have a toggle on off. Good. So the next thing is, oh, we need to be closer. Yes, because I remember this ore detector was nerfed when planets came out, because planets would crash because you would see like a billion signatures. So another thing that we also need to do before we start mining is go to the beam drill, and we need to disable collect stone, because really we do not need several gigatons of stone. Right, so we should be able to do this, and beam. I don't think this is doing anything.
No fuel.
Ah, right.
No fuel.
Did I just use up all of my power? Like, all of it? This is peculiar. I'm going to go and investigate, because that's not the best thing. Oh, hang on. This door requires power. God damn it. It's what happens when you power everything. You can't actually do anything. Right, I'm going to break my way through this door. Oh, did I say door? I mean wall. Right, you have power. And so do you. Right, we're going to need better reactors. But I'll sort that out once I've managed to get the power working. Right, so if we go into here,
No fuel.
we've got no power because this thing will 2.79 gigawatts. Yeah, that's probably why. Let's go in here. Let's go beam drill off. Right, that managed to restore power. Right, now on the constant saga of getting everything working, because of course we do. Well, we need everything working anyway, so may as well. Oh yeah, we can also restore oxygen, but that's not going to happen yet because you never know what I could do. It's also very loud in here, though, isn't it? Right, in here, in darkness, we need to sort out these reactors. And that's going to be such a joy, isn't it? Right, first of all, capital ship, nanite factory. What we're going to do is disable your repair and construction, but you can collect things. We'll take the uranium for now. Say goodbye. Nanite factory, deal with it. Yeah, these things seem to be disobeying the laws of physics. I would prefer it if you did it now, before it rolls onto something that's not concisive to its health. Thanks. Right. So I've gone. Now that that's happened, what we can do... Ooh, I've got a really bad idea. What we're going to do is get these azimuth... Ooh, we could have an arc reactor. We could build... No, we don't have it. We don't have the materials. So, what we're going to do is we're going to build an azimuth fusion reactor. Dun dun dun. Which, to my knowledge, gives a stupid amount of power. However, it's at the same conversion rate as, you know, everything else, so that's fine. So we'll go place an azimuth fusion reactor here, and hopefully I'll weld it up a bit, and then get these components, and then weld it up a bit, and then get these components, and then weld them up a bit. You can see where I'm going with this, do you? I also need some interior plate and some steel because I need to build some more things. Steel less so, I can get that later. And by later, I mean now. Give it a second. Was this part of the network? No. Good, right. I was second guessing myself, but that's fine. What we need to do is get a conveyor network thing, and then we need to go get the nanite factory, as usual, and we need to turn on repair and construction. So, this azimuth fusion reactor should be constructed by our lovely, lovely, lovely thing, which I've forgotten the name of because of course I have. I think her name is Sally. Right, azimuth fusion reactor being built by Sally, the autonomous nanite factory. You can see I'm giving it a helping hand because, you know, reasons. So now this azimuth fusion reactor, that's quite a handful by the way, azimuth fusion reactor, Is this thing actually still connected? Yes, it is. Ah, yes, from there. Right, so what we need to do is we need to go to the new reactor. In fact, we need to go to the fusion reactor here. I'm going to keep it named fusion reactor. And exempt that thing. And throw in uranium to it. So I need fusion, throw in this, and success, it's on. Now, pardon me, if you want to have a look, fusion reactor, maximum output 1.2 gigawatts. Now, the mining laser uses 2 point something gigawatts, and I want more power than that. So we're going to place an extra fusion reactor here. If I can remember where I put the thing. We're going to place the fusion reactor here. Yeah. And then we're going to place... oh no, we can't do that. Oh, that's boring. No, what we can do is we can place another fusion reactor here. No, that's not going to work. God damn it. I was going to place one here, but no, the conveyors and the... Right. This fusion reactor should be doing things. Let's have a look. We've got a... That's a tiny 6-point reactor. That's a tiny reactor. That's a... that's basically the bigger one. Or we could use the yellow one, which looks ugly. Actually, I haven't seen the yellow one yet. Those are some quite big conveyor connections. Just saying. Yeah. So what we could do is place this here, possibly, and that will do things. I don't know how much power it will give, but considering it's cheaper, I believe, he says. Is it cheaper? Yeah, it is cheaper. Considering the regular reactor is cheaper than the fusion reactor, things will happen. So now we've got the second reactor here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build back the reactor that I destroyed because I regret my decisions instantaneously. You know, it's a thing that happens. You come to regret decisions that you made 10 minutes ago. Right. Add those in. Nano Factory will deal with it. Drop the mic, leave the room. Right, and then I just have to exempt this guy, and shuffle some uranium around, and then we should have power for the mining lasers. If not, then I guess I'm going to have to move some things around in here, because there's not much room left, and I'm feeling a bit of frame rate drop. I can tell, because I run usually at 50 in this game, except when I'm in Lagsville, which occurs at 8. You done? Have we run out of reactor components? Is that even possible? Yes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. I ran out of reactor components. Oh joy. So, what we're going to do instead is we're going to craft some, because we craft. Really? You've been playing a bit too much Minecraft. What we need to do is we need to go over here and find a assembler. I don't know what I was saying, but something. And we need to build about 1,000 more reactor components, just in case. Wherever those are. There. That's 100. Why do you not add in thousands? I'm holding shift and control. God. Right, you should do things. Unless I need to exempt the assemblers. Yeah. Do I? Would that make sense? Yes, I need to exempt the assemblers. Right. Actually, before I do that, need to check if this one's on. It is. Well then, I'm going to need to exempt these guys, because of course it won't work, because it'll just steal everything back. Right, you're exempt. You get exempted, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Oh, don't worry, you as well. And you, Mr. 10, and you, Mr. 11, and you, Mr. 12. Not you, 13, you're unlucky. I'm just kidding. And 15 and 16. Good. Now, are you going to build my thing? The answer, no. Why? We have... No, we're not out of. We've got plenty. We've got stupid amounts of iron. We've got silver somewhere there. And we've got gravel. What are you waiting for? Oh, is it because I disabled use... Is it because I disabled this off on? You know you want to. Come on. Right, I'll try another one. 9. You better have a better thing. Better, right? You get my drift. You know what to do. Good, right, you're getting materials. So, Mr. 1, I don't know what's going on there. It may be that you're disconnected for whatever reason, but we'll sort that out later. Might be that that refinery Ron? What? No. 1 is not facing the correct location. Right, so this large reactor should be getting constructed. We're just increasing our reactor by 10-fold or something. So we need to go reactor. We need to rename this reactor. Exempt. I know I had it in my my thing. I've forgotten the name. Clipboard. Yes, I forgot that, but I didn't anymore. Right. So fusion reactor exempt, 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 exempt. Now all I need to do is just balance these out. You should be working. You need just a few more reactor components. Ah, I had the thing. You're finished. Why aren't you powered? Why aren't you working? Is it because I... Well then, folks, Jake's done it again. If you were screaming at me for the past 10 minutes that I have aligned this incorrectly, well done. You're better than me at quite a few things. This is the enjoyable part of my life. Right, I'll be back in a second once I've sorted everything out. I just don't know why anyone even puts up with me. Right, so the problem was that we weren't having a connection this way because, quite annoyingly, these large reactors don't have connections in all 6 directions. They only have 4. And what we had is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, while this one is needed, not so much these 2. So instead I had to flip it around and now it's working. So once this thing is actually assembled, we should have a green connection point there, and you should be able to access inventories, and everything lives happily ever after. Hide empty, please. Right. Fusion. Yes. Right, so we need to move about 50 over here, and we need to move, if we get fusion, we need to move about... Oh, you've already got things. Right. Oh, of course, because they're balancing normally. Why did you lose all of yours? Have you? Ooh, I know what's going on. It's because you're not exempt, are you? No, you're not. Right, now you are, and you shouldn't have everything stolen from you. Right, so we need some uranium. Spell it properly, man. Right, we need 50 will do. Right, all reactors are now online, so we should be able to power that mining drill. If not, then I am going to have a deep talk with myself about what the hell I am doing. Right. We're getting this airlocks thing because it works. So now, let's get in the cockpit. Well, it's not really a cockpit, it's more of a command chair. Command, I don't know, something. I was about to say something, but then I remembered, no. Beam drill, on. No nearby ore detected. Increase range, get closer, and prepare for enemy attack. What? No, not that. Beam, turret on, drill on. Okay. Are you on automatic? Right. Beam. Right. So this priority mining thing allows the AI to automatically mine ores for me. But that does require the AI to be able to see what I'm mining. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this massive hulk of a ship. Well, it's not as massive of a hulk as it can be, but it is a massive hulk nonetheless. What we're going to do is we're going to move closer to the asteroid until something is spotted, and then see if the mining laser does its thing. If not, good. If so, even better. Right, we've spotted something. We're going a bit too fast, but that's fine. I'm used to it. Right, so we should now be able to control this and fire! And as you can see, if you are keen-eyed, you can see I'm mining things. Hang on. Can I... This... 8... Right? Fire! External viewers, so amazing. So that's some magnesium ore, I believe. Noting that animation isn't really necessary. So I can get out of here, and if we have a look at our ores, we now have magnesium. Okay then. We also have ice. That's good. We've got a lot of ice. Don't know why you're in here. We've got even more magnesium. Why magnesium, you ask? Because we need more ammunition for the no threat that is here. So that's the mining laser. Mining laser is now operational. We should now be able to get our resources that we are going to need to create the new shipyard that is going to be a quarter of the size and just as laggy, because obviously it's going to be laggy, but shouldn't be as laggy. That's the point. I want a shipyard that doesn't lag the game by just being next to it. It's like being near a massive object. Noting that by massive I don't mean size, I mean mass, because that's what it actually means. Massive objects are massive. They have lots of mass rather than being big. Well, rather than being just big. So if you're... this actually goes into relativity in that... I'm going to quote this really... I'm going to like explain it really badly. But if you're like next to a black hole... time goes quicker for everyone else than you, right? It's got something to do with gravity and light and things like that, and I am not qualified whatsoever to inform anyone of that, but yes, it's like that. The simulation speed goes down because you are next to a massive object, though actually no, the simulation speed goes down because the computer is killing itself by trying to render something. Right. Enough banter. Right. We will start construction on the new project, which I have codenamed the Beetle, in the next episode. Until then, my name has been Zero Jake. End transmission.